Welcome to Coffee with Ken. We're turning the tables a little bit.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome. So, this morning, I am with Ken, who is Coffee with Ken, so it's named after him. He's the CEO of Destiny Global. And I am with Butch McCracken, and he's the general manager of Destiny Global. And I am here, Dr. April Brown, and I am Ken's wife.
Yes,
and
you are.
I am a coach and coach trainer here at Destiny Global. So we are going to talk. I'm going to take a drink first.
Yeah, because you kind of flipped the table. So it's
Yes, I've
now
flipped
April
the table.
talking to Ken
Yes,
to
because
probe.
so many people were saying they
Yes.
want to hear Ken's stories.
Yes.
And I can tell some good stories, but people want to know about Ken Brown. So we're flipping the tables a little bit. So I'm asking the questions.
Do you notice how that happened?
And the smile
She
from ear
beat
to
me in
ear.
the studio and sits in
With
this
the
chair.
maniacal laugh.
The maniacal laugh.
Yes.
Right. Good questions.
Yes.
So
good
thank you all for
questions.
joining us today.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. And we're talking today, it's kind of along that lines of the law of decision that we've been talking about, and really about dreams and how you kind of in that in-between place of a dream, and you have something that is really on your heart and a desire and a dream. How do you kind of overcome those obstacles when sometimes it's hard to believe in that dream?
Mm.
So, do you have any examples where you've kind of overcome those obstacles and
More than once.
Mm-hmm.
So the law.
tell us about it?
Right, the law after the law of decision, I think that's the law number 11, and I think then law number 12, or one of those orders.
Boy.
I'm getting in there.
Now we're
I've been
getting,
reading the
like,
book. We have the book.
Very
First Steps to
structured
Wealth.
for those structured people on
Here-
what number it is.
Here's why it's important, because after decision comes action, the law of action, and that's when you're going to make dreams a reality. If you're not taking action, and we talked about this a little bit when Carmen and Jackie were here, and the week before when you and I talked about it. If you're not taking action, then it's just a great idea. It's just literally a great idea. So to make dreams realities, you have to have action about them. So several plans that I've made plans too big or dreams too big, and sometimes what I mean by that is that they're not too big within itself, but I didn't involve people in it to help me get there. So what I've learned is the bigger the dream, the more people that I need involved in it. You have to cast a vision, and that vision then creates momentum, and momentum into action that causes that goal or dream to become a reality. So it's just literally steps to take it from a good idea, putting a vision around how I want to do it. So is it going to take more than one person? Whether it's going to be a dream of us moving to Kerrville, right? How are we going to do that? There was a process. And that was, when we first went to the event and thought about even coming down here and taking this over and just doing some things that Danny had asked, was it wasn't just a mindset reality. We had to dream a little bit, because that was a really hard thing for us to do, to say, hey, we're going to uproot everything. Because we lived in Dallas when we started off with EDS, we rotated around the country to learn different businesses and different business units. But after that, we settled and we lived really in the North Dallas area in Plano, and in Louisville area. And that's where we had raised our children. That's where we had said we had invested heavily in our, where our home was and all the things around it. So, right. So to move here, we had to create a new vision to make that a reality. And that vision is, how are we going to help our family? What are the results of that dream? So number one, is the dream right? So am I going to be affecting other people, or is it really just something I want? Because that's not really, people say, well, I'm going to buy a dream car. Okay, well, you're going to have to work something, and then you're going to go acquire something. But what the dreams that we really talk about here are, really achieving your vision for your life.
Yeah.
So it's a different step, and so thinking through those 10 areas of your life and figuring out what do you want and what is the result of that. And one was community, to be around people we wanted, to be part of this organization, and then to be able to touch lives through the things we're doing here. We could not do that where we were at. So it caused us to sit down and literally map out things. And here's the 15 steps. We had to first talk about selling our home. We had to talk about finding a home. We had to talk.
There were some points that it felt completely impossible. Like,
Right.
how is this gonna happen? How is this gonna work? But what I've found is just it's belief. It's really a belief that that dream, like you said, is right,
Mhm.
and that you're on the right path, and that you just keep taking one step forward. It doesn't. It's not the big leap
Right.
because it's overwhelming. It's like taking the
Yeah.
small bite of elephant. It's like you
Yes.
can't do the whole thing
But
one
sh-
time.
But,
Yeah.
but and the thing is, though, we employed people to help. We brought people in to help us do it. Think about it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You and
Yeah.
Diane were a huge part. Y'all helped us move a lot of the things we did,
Yeah.
but realtors and all the different things, the people we interviewed. And the same thing is true when you think about, being trained here, how Jackie and Carmen got in their places. They both of them had mentors and coaches. Think about every large dream you want to accomplish involves someone else helping you get there. And that's
Yeah.
what,
And helping them to catch the
Correct.
vision as well.
Correct.
because,
Sure.
Getting Butch to work.
That was a monumental. That took belief, and kudos to you guys for that.
well,
Get the vision, Butch.
Butch drove a
going to
U-Haul
Carmen.
down because he and Diane actually bought some of the furniture from our old place, which was a very good move and a war on debt for them. It really was. That table is awesome, you guys.
Yeah.
Guys, crazy awesome. But
I'm joking because he's literally
He's a
is
hard
a hard
worker.
worker.
Butch is an
and we had to tell him sometimes, like,
Really?
stop.
Butch.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's funny you say that about the debt, and just thinking about the question of
Yeah.
goals. When we first looked to be debt free after coming to a few, you're looking at $600,000. That's monumental. When there's no new income on the horizon, and all along the way, you just had to stay the course to what's the end result. We want to be debt free. There were times where we were paying, then it went up a little, paying, and you have to celebrate along the way the little wins, and don't hold yourself so hard to the fire that if you slip a little, it's over, because it's not over. Stay the course, and you'll get to where you need to be.
Right. That was a game changer for me actually when I learned about just what we call sprouts of just
Yes.
looking
Yes.
at things that are those wins that and not crushing them. We want to say, well, I got this done, but and that little but is like
Cancels out.
crushing that little
Yes.
sprout. This little bitty sprout that's
That's right.
growing.
That's
And
right.
it takes time to keep growing, and so and really celebrating every little thing in the journey along
Yes.
the way, and what you're learning, what you're growing in
Sure.
through that process.
Celebrating has become a more of a norm in our home. It wasn't before because being my personality type and very, driven, if it wasn't something big, we really didn't celebrate it, per se.
Okay.
But
That's true.
we've changed that considerably, and we have little things that we celebrate. And part of that's this culture here, but it really infusing that in our culture at home and for our kids, and we celebrate a lot of different things
Changing
now.
our perspective
Correct.
on that of that it's not the getting to the end result, it's all the things, and
It's the
and
journey.
Yeah.
encouraging that in our children as
Right.
well and each other
Yes.
of what we've accomplished along the way,
Right.
and especially our mindset when we see that like there's just a little shift that can happen, and and we celebrate that. When we can see that, what we see in that, I can see that you're really trying, and you've really
Correct.
changed this thing,
Sure.
what you're doing in this area. So it's really powerful.
It is powerful. And, some of you may be watching right now and you're struggling with your dreams, and you may have something that seems so big. Get you somebody to help you. Get you a coach. Get you someone who has done what you want to be doing. Look and follow. And even sometimes it's even from a distance. It's not even up close. Up close is better because it usually involves accountability, and it'll help you accomplish things
Yeah.
faster.
So for what has helped me the most is to get around people and have a community.
Environment is
that-
everything.
Yes, environment is everything. Those top 5 people that you're surrounded by, it doesn't mean you don't have those people in your life that can, that aren't on that same path to your dreams, but
Sure.
that you're those main people that you're around, and you have the same language, you talk the same. It's really
Totally.
different, and so that is the community here with Destiny Global and through the trainings and just we have an online community. It's just amazing to continue to and such celebration that everyone wants to see everybody else succeed.
No,
And-
absolutely. One of the things with First Steps over my years, when people who've attended for the first time come back to the table, they want to sign up for the next event, and well, I'm just not sure, and they're on fire because they've received some wisdom, and I talk to them about get to the next event, which they do, but the bigger question is, what are you going to do along the way? Because guess what? Your environment didn't change. When you leave here, you're going back to wherever it is you came from.
Exactly.
And you got to fight that. Hence, plugging in the different things we have, life map, all of that stuff, and then come to the next event and continue. This isn't a one and done. It's a journey. But never forget, when you leave here, your environment hasn't changed yet.
Yeah.
And your environment is a pull, a pull.
It's huge.
And if you don't have the skill set to set up boundaries and go after the dreams you want, that environment is going to pull you right back in.
Yep.
So, yeah.
It is consistency. And we were talking about that even in things that we're introducing into the coaching program. We know that, by the way, if you didn't know that, we have a coaching program, Destiny Global Coaching. April is a key trainer there. And there is just amazing things that are happening there right now. But one of them we're realizing is even long-term clients, they can hit a wall. And sometimes it's just some things that they have to work on because of things of their past that have literally anchored in them that they can't break through without consistency. You can break through with consistency, but if you're coming in and out, and that's why you have a group of clients that they'll, for a period they do everything and then it comes back, and then it's kind of like a heart monitor going up and down. But the ones that have excelled, you watch their life, and it's just consistency. And you look at them, and when you see someone that has been here 9, 10, 12, 14 years, and their consistency of their life, all of those individuals are amazingly successful at what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because
it's not just in business.
it's personal life. They're
personal life,
it's
their marriage, with
right.
their children.
That's
and
real
they're really
success.
plugging in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it is how you define success.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How you can what you want for your life. What do you want? Not what other people tell you you're supposed to have, but what do you want for your life?
Right.
So it's so important that you define it yourself and what success is. So and what you were saying, which about like it's usually that if I've heard that example of if you're up on a chair and you're trying to pull somebody else up, they're gonna pull you down.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
And so it's really being around people who are all up, are seeking to elevate themselves.
Yes.
That they're all
Absolutely.
seeking to elevate themselves. That you're not having to pull somebody up. You're with people who are all seeking to elevate themselves to a higher level.
Yeah.
It's very true.
One
Very,
of the
very
things
true.
going through numerous in my career seminars and leadership skills early on in business, and they never worked, and it hit me coming here that it's about staying plugged in. Like you leave there and you just no. Well, this keeps you connected. There's
Correct.
tools. There's people coming alongside
Right.
to help keep you focused on what you want to get.
Yeah.
Hence the change.
It is powerful when
And
even
really
talking
it's
about
life-changing.
you're right. It is.
And
Yeah.
it's just something that unfortunately you don't get in communities without like being so intentional about it, of choosing the community that you put yourself in, the environment that you put yourself in. So if you want to be a part of that, we actually have several things coming up. We have mini classes. That are
Yes,
coming
Jackie
up.
and Carmen.
Yes. So I think it's Carmen's is first, right? In a couple weeks. So information will be down below in the comments, and so check that out. We
Get
also
signed
have-
up.
Yes,
You
get
need those
signed up.
skills.
It's Carmen is doing that. What is it called?
I'm not going to get
It's
into
a
how
really-
this limit.
okay.
She's got some
Yes,
limitless
the
things going on, and
limitless-
Jackie's doing some passion profits. But she is literally unleashing some significant teaching, and really, they introduced a lot of it at First Steps. But to help them build on things,
Yes.
and forward
It's all
momentum,
building.
it's
Yes.
constantly
All
building
and
forward.
making
Yes.
progress forward.
And the value of
continually.
it is
Yes,
insane.
especially for
Yes.
what the cost of it, and that'll all be details below.
Just so you
Sure.
know, they didn't ask me about that when they decided, hey, we're going to do this and let Ken know. And I was like, okay, guys. But that is like a $500 value, at least
Yeah.
$400 of what
Yeah.
they're doing.
Yeah.
And so I encourage you, do not miss their teaching. They are super
Yes.
equipped people. And, you know, just to remember something, we're going to Pensacola in person.
Yes.
July 29th through 31st.
Yes.
We are there and can't
So excited.
wait.
Yes.
Get your tickets now. We are going to sell out. Listen to me. We
Yes.
do have limited seating. We are going to sell out. Get your tickets now. Do not wait. We are going to be releasing tickets and open up to the church. When that happens, it is going to fill. So please get your tickets. We want to see. One is we're missing people. I want to see you in
That's
person.
Pensacola,
Yes.
Florida. That is July 29th through 31st.
Yep.
Again, the information will be below. Get your tickets now, okay?
Yep.
Because we want you there.
Yes.
And we want to we want to have people there that are motivated, who want to see their dreams
Right.
come true.
Yes.
And if that is
Yeah.
you, we want you there in Pensacola, July 29th through 31st. So
Yes.
get registered. And like our page, Destiny Global.
Yes.
And
Good call.
comment below. Let us
Share
know what
it.
you like about your
Yeah.
and what your dreams are. And we want you to just have a great day. Have a great week.
Yeah, tell us your
Yes.
dreams. Tell us your dreams. I
Yes.
want to know those. That's a great. And thank
Love
you
it.
for joining. Have a great
Have
day.
a great
Thank
day.
you. See yous.
Bye.